Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are looking at the Draftkings and Fanduel NBA slate for Wednesday. We have a big slate. I'm coming to you guys from Wisconsin on a bit of a work trip for the next few days, so I have my backup mic. Hopefully, the audio still sounds decent, and I don't know why, if this is just because I'm in Wisconsin or whatnot, but like Draftkings is a bit screwed up right now. We'll still work with what we have. Let's get into it. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate it if the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Starting off at the point guard position today, Ja Morant is 10-1 against the Spurs. And he's coming off of a great game against the Celtics where he put up 30 and almost had a triple-double. It's a great matchup. Price tag is up there, but that's kind of where he's been all year. You got a lot of other guys that are not really in play. Other picks could be definitely Donovan Mitchell. Don't know why all these guys are red. They don't have any games, but it's hopefully will be fixed soon because it's a bit annoying. Fred VanVleet is $8,100. He still played really well, even though the whole team pretty much struggled last game. No Siakam for a bit. Price tag is up there, but the matchup is against Houston. So anytime you see Houston, it's just going to be a spot where you can kind of expect the team to score a lot more than their average points, give you more opportunities for fantasy with steals and assists and rebounds, and I think VanVleet will benefit with all that. So even though his price tag is going up a little bit, I still like him more than some of the other guys on his team whose price tags have also risen. I don't know but definitely you can look to SGA is only $9,100. He had one bad game pretty much this year. Otherwise, he's been well in the 40s and 50s and 60s. So it's against the Bucks, who are not expected to have Jrue Holiday today. So look to get to SGA as well. Other picks could be going down to a Damian Lillard against the Hornets. Holiday's not expected to play. Some of these guys that are red even are playing, like Halliburton and I think Mitchell. So it's a bit weird, but other picks would be 7K range. Not too much interest. Possibly Darius Garland at only $6,900 with the way that he's been playing this year. Great price tag. Mitchell is taking away a lot of usage, but he's been very efficient. He can get his own assists and a couple of rebounds a game. Jamal Murray is $6,300. It's a good price tag. He's been starting to kind of get comfortable in his role. Lots of 30s, 34 basically in the games that he's played full minutes in. Good matchup against the Pacers if you want to do a 2 to 3 point guard plays. You can put him in the utility spot. Value-wise, 4K range. You can look to some of these Milwaukee guys that are going to step in, like George Hill will probably start. He's not that fun to roster, but if you needed some value, he's only $3,200. Check out Giannis' status. He's probable, so you expect Giannis to crush without Holiday. He's 12-4. 10-2 for Paul George. Probably a price tag I won't get to today. Look to go in the mid-range a little bit here with a couple guys in the 6K range, like Buddy Hield continues to just put up 40s every single game, and he doesn't get too much love. It's at home, so it's a good spot. A lot better than going into Denver. He's 64. The Duarte's out for a bit, so he's going to get the minutes. Definitely can get behind his price tag. Josh Giddey's playing time has been down a little bit, but should come back up in close games, and we'll see. The Thunder have been playing well, but they're not really trying to win too many games, so in a couple months we'll probably see them start tanking a little bit more. 57 for Gary Trent. I also like that price tag. He's a bit up and down, but compared to Scotty Barnes and OG Anunoby's price tags today, he's definitely the most reasonable. 4K range. Grayson Allen will get some more minutes without Jrue Holiday. You have Jrue Holiday or Joe Harris down here. 42 looks decent. It's kind of it for the most part. Right now I'm putting in Buddy Hield at 64. Going over to small forward. Once again, you have Kevin Durant. He's 11K against the Knicks. Those price tags come up on DraftKings enough that I'm not, he's not a plug and play. Still a good pay up if you needed to get to him. Scotty Barnes is 77. Like I said, his price tag has come up. He's still a great play, but I'd rather get to VanVleet instead, and then Anunoby is 7K. He could rack up a lot of steals and blocks against this Houston team. He's not a bad play, but point per dollar wise, he's kind of priced where he should be. We've seen Mathurin start in place of Duarte. He's cooled off a little bit, but he still gives you upside. So he's in play for tournaments. 5K, Gary Trent for sure at 57 only. Looks like a price tag like I mentioned, on the shooting guard position I can get behind. Value-wise, possibly Eric Gordon, but honestly, and Joe Harris, but he's also not been too good this year. Honestly, right now, until we get more value, it seems like a stars and scrubs, or more like a balanced type of build. It could be stars and scrubs once we get more value, and especially once it doesn't look like Holiday will play, but until he gets ruled out. Right now, I'm going to put in 57 for Gary Trent. It's just a good price tag. At least get to another Houston or Toronto guy against Houston. And I like his and Van Fleet's price tags the most out of the top four. Moving on to power forward, we have Giannis at 12-4. He's going to be the best pay up today, especially once Holiday gets ruled out. Look at LeBron James's status. He missed last game, and he should be back today. It's probable, so that's good. Other picks would be possibly Cat, but his price tag is getting close to 10K now. Other picks, like in the 7 to 8K range, you have Julius Randle's only 78. Love that price tag. Zion's only 83. Definitely could get behind his price tag. He's been really good for most of these games. A couple of bad ones mixed in, but price tag is really nice against Chicago, who's always kind of been a struggling team with rebounding. 5K range, you have Evan Mobley is only $5,900. That price tag looks good. Last time he took 18 shots. That was good to see. He's not always going to get those shots with Mitchell and Garland out there, but it was nice to see that at least last game. Value-wise, 4K range, you have Harrison Barnes at a good price tag. Right now, it's probably a position where I'm going to wait and see on. Moving on to center. Like Jokic, the top two pay-ups here, Jokic and Giannis, can't go wrong with them. Looking for a value piece. 67 for Pirtle looks decent. 66 for Zubats against his former team. Expect him to kind of have some revenge on his mind against the Lakers. Sengun is nicely priced at 65. Another price tag that I'll get behind against Toronto, with them being a little undersized, going up against like Koloko, who's showed some good things defensively, but still it's better than going up against like Siakam, probably get into a lot of more foul trouble that way. So these are the 5 guys I like on DraftKings right now. Let's go ahead and look at FanDuel. All right, on FanDuel, point guard picks, once again, they're a little bit more lenient with the pricing, so 11.8 only for Luka today. But Mitchell's 10K, that's a pass. Murray's 10K, basically, that's a pass if Young is in, which hopefully should be. SGA is decent at 98. I like his price on DraftKings better, but still a good play. Lillard is 85. We'll see if he's able to return. He's probable, so that's a good sign. Good price tag. He's struggled last game, but not going to hold him too accountable for that. Still like Van Fleet at 85, and then Fox still looks pretty good at 83. 7K range, we'll see in the Chris Paul news. If he's out, then that'll impact Devin Booker. It will make also like Campaign be a really good value piece. So keep an eye on that news. If we get Paul out, then Payne and Booker become 2 of the better plays on the slate. 61 for Giddey only. Yeah, that's a good like tournament option for you. But once again, they continue to disrespect Jamal Murray, make him only 59. So he's only 300 more than his backup in Bones Highland. And then Campaign is only 46. He would be a great play on both sides if Chris Paul gets ruled out. Shooting guard, Devin Booker is 86. That's a good price tag even if Paul is in. OG is getting a bit outpriced at 83, so pass on him. Rather get to guys like Cade or Brennan Ingram. Buddy Hield is 74, so rather get to him a lot more on DraftKings for sure. 6K, you have only 6K for Bridges. That looks pretty decent. Jalen Green is only 59. He's cooled off a little bit, but still gives you that kind of boomer bust play that makes him an exciting player to roster. Only 54 for Dylan Brooks is decent. And then 4K, once again, like Campaign looks pretty good, depending on the Chris Paul news. Right now, if I'm paying up at this position a bit, Paul George also looks decent. Right now, put in Booker. We'll see. If Paul is out, then looks even better. If Paul is in, we can make some changes, but at least it's a good matchup. So I think he's still a great play either way. Small forward, Giannis is going to be a guy I want to pay up for. He's only 400 more than Durant without Drew Holiday, 1,000 less on than he is on DraftKings. Great pay up, especially with some of these other guys being priced up, like OG, Scotty Barnes are getting pricey. And same thing with like Buddy Hield. So it's a position where you might as well just pay up for the cream of the crop in Giannis. Value-wise, we'll see some of the news that we get from some of these other teams, but Gordon's only 46, Harrison Barnes only 46. Those two are pretty nice. Looks like Gobert back today, so takes out Kyle Anderson. Power forward, we'll see on the Anthony Davis news. Siakam's out for a bit. So once again, like Boucher looks okay at the position. Last time he only got like 14 minutes, which was kind of frustrating. Miles Turner's only $6,600, like that price tag. Boucher is pretty pricey on FanDuel, so I would stay away from that price tag. Right now, for value, see if there's anything. Position's kind of weak. We could put in Giannis here if you wanted to. But yeah, not too many great options down here. Probably end up going with more of a mid-range play, more of a kind of a decent pay-up option, like a Porter Jr. looks decent. At that price tag, you have Evan Mobley at 64. Right now I'm putting in Julius Randle. Great price tag at 72. And then last but not least at center, Jokic once again continues to be really nicely priced at only 10.7, so it's a great price tag. Value-wise, we'll see on the Nurkic news. But Sengun at 66 still looks good. If there's no Paul, Ayton looks better. But I like Sengun's price tag on both sites right now. So that's pretty much it for the video. We'll get some more updates on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Best of luck today, and I will see you all next time.